Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be talking about the DJI Mini 2. A few years ago I had the Phantom 3 Professional and I absolutely loved that drone. It was just amazing to fly. The footage that came from it was just fantastic as well, but I just didn't want to have to carry around a large drone and have to carry around my camera gear as well. So if I wanted to take my camera gear, I couldn't take my drone and vice versa. So I wanted to have a drone I could just put in with my camera gear and I could just take everything all together, especially if I was going on a hike. So the DJI Mini 2 was perfect. I did check out the Mavic Pro, I think it was, when I went to the photography show, and I was tempted to get it then, but I bought some other lenses and stuff, so I just thought I'll get the smaller drone later on. So I got the DJI Mini 2 and I went for the Fly More combo so that I could get the extra batteries and the accessories. I think the Fly More combo costs an extra £100, but the batteries alone cost £50 and you get two of them and you get the other accessories that I probably would have bought anyway, so it was a really good deal. So in the box you get all this stuff, which is just great. I think one of the other things that I really wanted as well was the charging hub, and when I got the charging hub I put all the batteries in to charge them up, and only one of the batteries, the lights was going along, and I thought it was broken, and then I realised that it actually only charges one battery at a time, and I thought it charged all three at the same time. But the cool thing that it does is that it will charge the battery that's currently the fullest. So if you've got a battery that's at 90% and one that's at 50% and one that's at 30%, it'll charge the 90% battery first so that you can essentially have the battery charged, have a battery quicker so that you can get out and shoot faster. The drone itself comes with this little strap around it, which is just awesome, because then if you're putting it in a backpack you can keep all the propellers together and they're not going to bend or get broken or anything like that, so that's really good. And then standard it comes with the gimbal guard. The remote control is really nice. I know some people have said that it's quite big and chunky, but I actually really like the feel of it, and it just feels like you've got a good grip, something to really grip onto. And the fact that the cable is wrapped inside, so when you pull up the antennas, which is also the phone holder, the cable is kept in there, which is really useful because then you don't have cables everywhere. So one of the other reasons that I went for the Mini 2 was because I wanted a drone that was in a smaller weight category so that I could literally fly it anywhere. And in England, in the UK, you can fly anything below 250 grams literally anywhere. So residential areas, parks, and that's what I wanted. So that was one of the reasons that I went for the Mini 2 instead of something like a Mavic Pro 2 or a Mavic Air. But I might have a look at those later on down the line, but for now I'm really happy with the Mini 2. So I found the Mini 2 a really nice drone to fly. It took me back to flying the Phantom 3. Obviously there are differences, but it was just a really nice drone to fly. I did go out one day when it was quite windy. I think it was up to 25 miles an hour, and I know it's only really meant to be flown around 23 miles an hour, but I was in the garden and I just wanted to see how it would actually do. So I was flying it quite low. It wasn't like really high up in the sky or anything, but it did handle quite well. I don't think I would take it out because I'd just be quite nervous about it flying away, but in sort of 25 miles per hour it wasn't too bad. 4K footage that comes out of the camera is really good. It's a little bit mushy in some of the foliage, but I think that I also had that problem with the Phantom 3 Professional, and I think I just need to try and tweak my settings a little bit more and just keep playing around, because I haven't actually played around much with the settings, only to set manual, white balance, ISO, that kind of thing. So I think I just need to play around with the settings a bit more. And the other thing is that the Mini 2 doesn't shoot log footage, so the footage that you get straight from the camera is actually pretty good, but you don't have much to manipulate afterwards in post, so you kind of have to nail the shot in the camera. But yeah, the footage that comes straight from the camera is pretty decent, you know, especially on a sunny day. Another thing on a sunny day is you want to go for some ND filters, and I got these from Skyreet. It's a 5-pack. It's got ND4, ND8, ND16, ND32 and ND64, and they're all polarizing filters as well. And these filters are really good. They don't degrade the quality of the footage or anything, but I will go into that in another video. But you're definitely going to need ND filters if you want to use manual settings so that you can make your footage as cinematic as possible. But yeah, my thoughts so far, I think it's a great little drone. Definitely going to have fun flying it and doing more with it, and you'll see some more in the B-roll challenges that I'm going to be doing on a weekly basis. So I have plenty of time to practice with it and see what footage I can get and see how I can get some creative shots with it as well. So yeah, that is the DJI Mini 2. I didn't go into a super complicated technical review or anything like that. It was just my thoughts on what I think about it and the fact that I got it, and just showing you a bit of footage. So in the next video, I will talk a little bit more about the ND filters, because just showing you the difference between having them and not having them and that kind of thing. But yeah, for now, if you liked this video, like, subscribe, and yeah, see you guys on the next video. Thanks so much for watching.